I wanted to show you a couple things in INAV that I learned from Painless 360. What was interesting to me is that I was trying to get turtle mode to work. So I went into the modes and the option for turtle mode wasn't there. And I'm going to tell you why. Painless 360 said that if your hardware doesn't support a feature, INAV isn't going to show it. So I'm going to show you why I didn't have turtle mode. Go into outputs, right there, one shot 125. How I figured it out? I changed it. I went over to D-Shot 150 and rebooted. And then we're going to go into modes, and then we're going to find it. There it is right there. Turtle mode, just like magic. Same thing happened with my GPS. I was working on the GPS. I either turned it off or it turned off because I was doing something that conflicted with it. And I'm like, where is my position hold? There is altitude hold, but no position hold. So I figured it out. I looked up there. There was no GPS icon up there. So, okay, figured that out. So that little tip from Painless 360 was important. Now let me go back to the outputs and put me back to where I belong so I don't get surprised one day. Save and reboot. Here we go. And I'm going to be talking about the LEDs next. So INAV is supposed to support 128 LEDs. So I went into the LED strip, and this isn't the actual current configuration that I have. But when I went in here, it said 102. 102 LEDs is not 128. So I did this. I went into the CLI and I typed in LED, and it goes up to 127. So it starts at 0, and 127 configuration options are on the screen. Let me tip this down. There they are right there. Okay, so how do you program 127 LEDs when the OSD doesn't support it? You do it manually, and it's not as bad as you think. You go into the LED strip, and then you pick an LED that you have installed on your drone, and you set it up for color or modes or whatever. I would start something simple, like maybe do 4 LEDs, and then set them all to red. Pick color, pick red. Save it. Then you go into the CLI and see what it did. So LED, and then you'll check the first 4, and then you'll see the options that it put in there. Then you go to the wiki on INAV, and it'll tell you what these letters mean. So then what I did after that was I copied this whole list of LEDs into a text file. And in the text file, I edited the options that I wanted on the drone. Once you do that, you can paste it down here in the command line, and it'll program all of the LEDs that you couldn't find on the OSD. So if you want to use your ingenuity, you can take that and paste it into multiple text documents and have different versions of your LEDs. And all you have to do is, if you wanted to change your coloring scheme, you just come back here and paste in that new setup. So hopefully this helps some of you guys that are crazy enough to put 128 LEDs on your drone. Now, I didn't put a full 128 LEDs on mine. I'm 4 short, but I'm pretty happy with that many LEDs on there. It's a little crazy, out of the norm, and that's probably why they don't support that many LEDs in the GUI version of the LED strip programmer.